All right. So yesterday we had finished off with rectangular prisms. We started to get into the triangular prisms. We're going to go ahead and finish off our last example from yesterday. Again, you want to identify your base. Your two base shapes in this case happen to be those blue, or I'm going to highlight them in blue, but those two triangles, there's one in front and there's one in the back behind it. Those are our bases. So remember, our formula for volume was to take big B and multiply it by big H. Who can remind us, what do we mean when we say big B? What does that mean? Shania? The area of the base shape. So remember, we were talking about area of your base shape. And in this case, our base shape is the triangle. So I'm going to go ahead and redraw my triangle, just like they've got it drawn. What is the base of that triangle? 4 inches. What is the height of that triangle? 5 inches. Okay, and then what is the formula for area of a triangle? Who can raise their hand and tell us the formula to find area of a triangle? Bow? Finish it off. Base times height divided by 2. Okay, because remember, base times height is for a rectangle. Rectangles and triangles aren't the same. So your formulas are not going to be the same for the different shapes. Okay, so we're going to do 5 times 4 and then divide that by 2. What's 5 times 4?
20.
And then half of 20 is 10. Okay, so that's 10 inches squared. Okay, now the height, remember the height is going to connect your two triangles together. So that happens to be this measurement right here. How much is that? 7 inches. So we're going to multiply by 7 inches. And what is that going to equal? 70. 70 inches cubed. Yep. Okay. Shh. You guys are a little talkative. All right, let's go ahead and go on to the last slide then. So here, in this problem, we have 2 different lunch boxes with 2 different sizes. We want to know which lunch box is going to be able to hold more food. So if we're trying to figure out which one can hold more food, Ashton, please stop talking. If we're trying to figure out which one can hold more food, we have to find the volume and identify which one has a larger volume. So who can remind us, how do we find volume if it's a rectangular prism? Nicholas?
Base times height.
The area of the base times the height of the prism. Area of the base times the height of the prism. So area of our base, let's say that these dimensions are going to be our base. Right here. So our base shape is going to be 3.75 by 7.5. So if we take the area of our base, we're going to do 3.75 and we're going to multiply it by 7.5. What do we get when we multiply 3.75 times 7.5? 28.125. Good. Okay, and then of course we need to multiply by the height. We need to multiply by the height, and the height in this case happens to be, I know that's hard to read right there, but that's supposed to be a 10. Okay, so that's supposed to be 10 inches. So we're going to multiply by 10. If we multiply by 10, we're going to get, very good, 281.25, and that's inches cubed. That's for box A. Okay, now we're going to do the same thing for box B because we have to compare them. We have to compare them. So here's our measurements for box B. It's a 3.75 by 8. So we're going to do 3.75 times 8. What do we get when we do 3.75 times 8? Huh?
30.
30. Okay, and then we're going to multiply it by the height of the overall prism. So we're going to multiply by 9.5. What do you get when you do?
285 inches cubed.
Okay, 285 inches cubed. So 285 inches cubed happens to be bigger, so box B is going to be the bigger box. It's going to hold more. Okay, any questions? All right, just so you know, for your homework tonight, because you are going to have homework tonight, it's on that last slide. It's on page 703, problems 1 through 4, problem 6, and problems 8 through 14. Right now, though, we're going to go ahead and play our game.